Hello everyone, so today I have a Wukong versus Jayce gameplay commentary. Now, Wukong versus Jayce is a really tricky matchup. It's a skill matchup, however it's heavily favored towards Jayce. But, if you do get a lead, then because Jayce is really squishy, so it's a squishy versus squishy matchup, so because Jayce is really squishy, if you do get a lead, you're gonna stomp all over him. Now, because Jayce is range, and also because he has double forms, so early game he's gonna have a lot of power over you, so you don't want to try to fight him early game. You want to try to get your level 3 as soon as possible so you can try to make some trades with your clone. Again, the whole idea behind trading with your clone is you clone basically to deny any retaliation, so you take a good trade. Now again, because it's a skill matchup and not like a favorable matchup like Nara, for example, right? In this case, what you want to do is you basically just want to take trades when Jayce's skills are on cooldown, and you try to avoid as much harass as possible, right? While trying to farm up and get levels. At level 6, you pretty much win against him. You can just all in. Over here, because I did a good trade with my clone, it allowed me to all in him basically, and I don't know why Jayce didn't flash, but if he flashed, he probably would have lived. However, anyways, so even though I'm low on CS, it doesn't matter because I already got to level 3. I'm almost gonna be level 6 soon, and as soon as I get level 6, the lane is over as long as Jayce does not snowball. That's the most important part. You don't want Jayce to snowball because, once again, it's a squishy versus squishy matchup. Like, Wukong is not tanky at all. You're gonna know, like, against, let's say, Poppy, for example, right? Like, Wukong is not squishy, it's not tanky at all. So, like, you're not going to be tanky until you get Sterax Gauge and some lifesteal, so. You don't want Jayce to snowball on you because if Jayce does manage to snowball on you, like, one of his combos is gonna do like half of your HP and it's gonna become unbearable. It's gonna be like an unwinnable matchup because Jayce's range, he can poke you down from range and he can go into his melee form and just all in you whenever he wants. Again, over here it's a good example of a good trade. Just dash in, proc your Thunderlords, and then use your clone to get out so you deny any retaliation. Anyway, so fortunately for me, in this game, this Jayce wasn't really good. Even though I haven't played this game in like a couple of weeks, and this is actually the first game, and earlier during the game, I was actually lagging a lot, so I could barely CS and everything, and you can see the input lag as well. So either way, this Jayce isn't really good. The reason is because he keeps pushing lane. Like, in the case of a squishy versus squishy matchup, right? Especially when Jayce has the upper hand because Jayce is ranged and I am not ranged. What he should be doing is he should be trying to set up a freeze. And when he sets up a freeze, right, what happens here? Okay, over here, right? This is a classic example of just not running away. What you want to do is, you want to run, but like, auto at the same time, right? A lot of people, they make the noob mistake of basically just, they see the guy running at them, they just start running, and like, the Master Yi is gonna get off free damage, right? And you're not gonna be able to kill him, right? So he's just gonna hit on you, and you're just gonna run, you're not gonna do any retaliation, so he's just basically hitting you for free. That's what we call free damage, right? That's not what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to run and auto, just like when you're chasing someone. You want to run in front of them and auto, run in front of them and auto. So when you're running away, you should be running away and auto, running away and autos. In that case, if it's like 100% you're going to die, then you might as well just run, right? You just run and try to like dodge skill shots or something. But in the case of Master Yi, he popped his ghost and I didn't have flash. and it was like a 50-50. It was either I'm just gonna die to him, or I can try to fight him and try to trade 1 for 1, right? And that's exactly what I did. Anyway, back to what I was saying earlier. Jayce against Wukong, right? What he should be doing is he should be trying to freeze the lane and deny me creeps. The reason is because he is ranged and I'm not, so he can actually poke me down while I can't do anything to break the freeze because he's ranged, right? However, he didn't do that, which allowed me to safely get to level 3 and then just try to go for an all-in, try to go for trades, and then as soon as I hit level 6, I'm gonna all-in him. You're gonna see really, really soon, like, when he comes back to lane, I'm gonna all-in him with Ignite and ulti. And there's nothing Jayce can really do about it if he doesn't snowball. If Jayce snowballs, that's another story. So the key idea in this matchup is you want to try to not fight him early because Jayce is fucking broken, alright? Like, a champion that has dual forms, basically make them have like 2 skills at level 1, right? 4 skills at level 2, and then 6 skills at level 3. Which is basically like Nidalee, Elise, Jayce, like these kind of champions, they're really, really strong early game. So what you want to do is you don't want to fight them early game, right? And then you just want to farm it up, and then try to outscale. So over here, I knew that Jayce bought a trinket, not a trinket, a ward, a red ward, or pink ward, whatever it's called. Control word, there we go. And I knew that he was dropping it somewhere, but I couldn't find it, so that's why I was finding it, and I was killing it, that's about it. And then over here, you see what I'm doing right here? I'm setting up a slow push, which is going to allow me to tower dive him. And then deny him a large amount of minions. With OT and Ignite. Over here, right, I kill him, and because I have a slow push going, he basically missed out on a wave and a half worth of minions. And over here, I wanted to go back, but Master Yi shows up with like half HP. And I think that I can kill him, because I know that Master Yi doesn't have Ghost. Because he used it earlier. So I just go in and I just kill him. And then over here, I push another wave. Right? So basically, Jayce got denied 2 waves, basically. Because he had to TP back in to catch his 3rd wave. But you get the point. Point is, right, want to set up slow pushes if you're trying to tower dive them, because first of all, if you do kill them, you're gonna deny them a huge amount of minions. Second of all, your minions are gonna do some damage, and it's gonna tank some towers for you. And because, right, you have large amount of minions pushing into their tower, the enemy laner will most likely not try to deny your push. Okay, over here, unfortunately, I was taking way too much minion damage, so I had to back off. But if I played that better, I could have killed him.
An ally has been slain.
Anyway, now you just want to go back and you want to get a Ghost Blade. And as soon as you get a Ghost Blade, you can pretty much just like one-shot Jayce whenever you want. And at this point on, game is pretty much over. If you're this fed and you still can't win the game, then you're doing something wrong. So anyway, I'm just gonna run back to lane. And as soon as there's an opportunity, like as soon as Jayce gets a little bit close, I'm going to all-in him and one-shot him, basically. So right now you can see I'm basically just gonna not even push the lane anymore. I'm just gonna last hit, just sit there and last hit. Make Jayce come to me. If Jayce comes to me, I'm gonna kill him. That's all there is to it. If he doesn't come, then he's gonna miss out on a lot of experience and gold. So either way, I don't mind. If my team was losing, then I would be pressured into killing the tower so I can go into another lane. However, in this case, my team is winning, right? So I'm not pressured into doing anything. Sorry about that. You see, like, I'm 2 levels ahead of this guy, and my lead is just gonna build up even more. Like, after that minion that just died, now there's like Jayce is not gonna get any more CS. As you can see, I'm just not doing anything, only last hitting right now. And there's nothing this Jayce can do anymore. Because I can one-shot him. If he steps up, I'm gonna one-shot him. The only way for him to farm now is to use his Q. And when he does that, it's AoE damage, so it pushes the lane back to me. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So once again, right, this is understanding the matchup, understanding how to trade, right, understanding your power spikes, and understanding how to manage the minion wave to gain an advantage and to snowball your lead even further. Again, I understand the matchup because I know that I shouldn't fight Jayce early because Jayce has a lot of skills earlier game, right? So I avoid fighting him early. I get to my level 3, I understand my power spikes, right? I understand that when I have my clone, I have the potential to outplay him. So I go in for a trade, and I do indeed outplay him, and I get a kill. And from there on, I stay patient, I get to level 6, and then I just all-in him, knowing that my power spike is near. Then after my Ghost Blade, I just stay patient again, and I kill him again. You see later on, I'm going to kill him once he shows up. And managing my minion wave to gain an even further lead, and to snowball my lead. So that is basically toppling in a nutshell. First, you have to understand the matchup. Second, you have to understand your power spikes and enemy power spikes. And then third, you need to understand how the minions work so you can manipulate the minion wave to gain an advantage. Yeah, you see like right here, he plays ridiculously safe and doesn't allow me to dash onto him, and I'm fine with that. Because I don't need to do anything. You see the lane is pushing to me right now? All I have to do is just last hit, and that's it. Like, this Jayce is gonna get denied creeps, and there's nothing he can do about it. So right now, nothing really going on. I'm just last hitting. You see how Jayce is chasing around the Shaco? Even if he kills the Shaco, it doesn't really matter because he's getting denied so many creeps and he's losing out on so much experience that one kill doesn't really matter. Remember, one kill is only 300 gold. That's like 15 minions basically. And look at how much minions he's missing out on right now. Over here, just setting up a freeze, just tanking the minions, stalling the minions until my minions arrive. And again, just freezing the lane on my side of the map. If Jayce wants to farm, he has to step up. And as soon as he steps up, I'm gonna all-in him. Like, Jayce misses out on a cannon minion. There's nothing he can do about it. Like, as soon as he steps up, I just all-in him. Literally one-shot him, one-combo him, however you want to say it. I didn't have to waste flash, but I was getting kind of frustrated by how much of a bitch this guy played. So I just like flash on him and just kill him instantly. Like, there's nothing he can do about it. I have like 30 CS lead. Even though it's a matchup that is heavily favored towards Jayce. This is one of the ways how you can turn this matchup into your favor. Anyway, I think that's gonna be about it for this game, because they're gonna forfeit in 4 minutes. You see, the video is 20 minutes long. Yeah, they're gonna forfeit in 4 minutes. And it's pretty much just a stomp at this point. But basically, once again, just to summarize, right? Understand the matchup, understand your power spikes, play around your power spikes, understand how you can trade, and understand how you can take a favorable trade, right? And then control the minions to your advantage. And that's about it. Anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully this has been helpful. this has been a showcase of how you can play the Wukong versus Jayce matchup. And thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.